The outfit that feels like you. There's always that one outfit. You put it on and something shifts. You stand straighter, smile more easily. You feel like the most elevated, honest version of yourself. Maybe it was a perfectly tailored blazer, or a satin slip dress that moved like a secret. In that moment, it's not about trends or price, it's about how it made you feel. Free, certain, complete. It may not have been the most expensive or obvious choice, but it captured your essence. It didn't just flatter, it reflected. That's the moment we're chasing. The alignment between your inner self and your outer image. If you've ever stood in front of your closet thinking, nothing feels right, this is for you. Because once you start dressing from emotional truth instead of confusion or pressure, your wardrobe becomes more than clothes. It becomes a mirror, one that helps you rediscover that spark again and again. When clothing belongs to I want, a piece feels like you. It does more than fit, it belongs. It makes you feel seen, not self-conscious. You're not tugging at it every 5 minutes or second-guessing it on your way out. You're simply present, and that's rare. Feeling like you isn't about chasing a signature look. It's about emotional resonance. It's the feeling of home, but on your body. When clothes stop performing and start reflecting, your energy shifts. The irony. Most of us don't realize we're wearing things that disconnect us from ourselves until we wear something that doesn't. Maybe it pinches. Maybe it feels too frilly, too loud, too stiff. That disconnect is subtle, but it's powerful. In contrast, pieces that feel like you often surprise you with how natural they feel. You stop thinking. You just are. That inner click is your style compass. It's not fashion, it's identity, and you wear it well. The mirror test, a style reality check. One of the simplest but most powerful style tools is the mirror test. Not to check if something is flattering, but to observe your reaction. Do your eyes soften with recognition? Or do you tense up, trying to convince yourself it works? We've all worn things that look fine but feel wrong. That's the difference. When a piece reflects your essence, your body language shifts. You stand taller, linger longer. You see yourself not a trend, not a role, not someone else's idea of stylish. On the other hand, if you're fidgeting, posing unnaturally, or tugging just to make it work, that's a clue. The mirror is honest. It doesn't just show the fit of your clothes, it reveals the fit of your identity. You don't need to look perfect. You need to feel aligned. The mirror should affirm you, not challenge you. Pause. Look again. Are you lighting up or shrinking? Closet envy, as a clue. Closet envy is rarely about what someone else is wearing. It's about what it reflects back to you. Think about the outfits you double tap on Instagram. The stranger whose coat stops you in your tracks. That friend who always looks effortless. These moments aren't just admiration, they're resonance. Quiet wishes. A part of you whispers, I wish I could wear that. Don't dismiss that voice. It's a clue, not a command. Maybe you've been playing it safe. Maybe your closet reflects who you used to be, not who you are now. The pieces we envy most often mirror the version of us we haven't fully expressed yet. It's not about copying. It's about acknowledging what's calling you forward. Next time you feel that flicker of envy, pause. Ask why it stirred something. That longing might be your most authentic taste, the part of your style you've been waiting to claim. The almost right regret. We've all been there, holding a piece that feels almost right. It looks great on the hanger. The sales associate is raving. Your best friend says, it's so cool. But deep down, a voice says, this isn't you. And instead of listening, you override it. You buy it. You wear it once. Maybe twice. And each time, something feels off. You fidget. You regret it. That small voice wasn't being picky, it was being wise. The regret isn't just about wasted money. It's about betraying your own instincts. When you ignore that voice, you erode trust with yourself. But when you honor it, even by saying no to something gorgeous, you build style confidence. Regret is a teacher. It helps sharpen your eye. You learn to tell the difference between almost and absolutely, because in the long run, you don't wear almost, you wear yes. That's what belongs in your real wardrobe. Color, cut, texture, your style language. When something feels like you, it usually speaks your style language, made of 3 dialects: color, cut, and texture. Color shapes emotion. It can energize, soften, or empower without a word. The right shade makes your skin glow and your energy settle. Cut defines how the garment moves with your body. Are you drawn to sharp tailoring or soft flow? Drama or simplicity? It's not just about aesthetics, it's how a piece lives on you. And texture. Texture is personal. It's about how clothes feel against your skin, how they drape, how they catch the light. Texture is memory, intimacy, mood. When all three color, cut, texture align with your essence, it's not just an outfit, it's expression. That's why a plain tee can feel more you than a designer dress. It's not about labels, it's about vibe. Know your preferences, and you'll shop with clarity. That's how you wear identity, not just clothing. The power of a personal mood. Board trends come and go, but your essence doesn't. That's why building a mood board rooted in your truth is more powerful than any trend roundup. A personal mood board isn't about what's in, it's about what makes you feel alive. Think of the textures you love, the colors that calm or energize you, the silhouettes that make you feel grounded. Are you drawn to minimal lines or romantic, draping, moody tones or light pastels? When you gather references based on emotional resonance, not just aesthetic, you start noticing patterns. Those patterns become your style anchors. Unlike trends, which push constant change, a mood board shows your constants. Print it, save it to your phone. Refer to it before shopping. If a piece doesn't fit, pause. You're not being rigid, you're being aligned. This isn't about limiting creativity, it's about protecting your style from dilution. Curating based on mood is curating based on you. Fabric, the silent deal-breaker. Fabric is one of the quietest parts of any outfit, but often the loudest reason you love or hate it. The wrong fabric can ruin your day. Itchy, clingy, stiff, sweaty, you feel off, even if the cut is perfect. It's not just about comfort, it's about chemistry. Like scent, fabric triggers feeling. Do soft knits soothe you? Do synthetics drain you? Does silk elevate you or make you too cautious to relax? Notice what your favorite pieces are made of. Are they cotton, linen, crepe, or cashmere? That's not coincidence, it's style DNA. When a fabric aligns with your sensory preferences, the outfit supports you. It becomes part of your rhythm. You stop adjusting. You stop noticing the clothes and start feeling like yourself. That's when elegance becomes effortless. So next time you try something on, don't just ask if it looks good. Ask, does this feel like me on my skin? Compliments versus connection. Compliments can be lovely, but they're not always accurate indicators of style alignment. Sometimes, you'll wear something bold and get a flood of praise, but feel disconnected. Other times, you'll wear something subtle and feel completely at home, even if no one comments. That's the paradox. When we rely too much on compliments, we start dressing for applause, not authenticity. But the best style moments aren't loud. They're grounded. They don't need validation. They just feel right. Still, one compliment does matter. That's so you. Pay attention to those words. They come from people who see you, and recognize when your outfit reflects your truth. Those moments are mirrors. They help you identify your personal style markers, the color, cut, or detail that consistently reflects you. So yes, compliments are nice. But the most powerful affirmation isn't "you look amazing." It's "I feel like myself." That's the compliment that truly counts. Impulse versus intuition. Impulse screams. Intuition whispers. Learning to tell the difference changes everything. Impulse is loud, fast, emotionally charged. It's the dress you grab because it's on sale, or the shoes you saw on someone else. It gives a temporary high. Intuition, on the other hand, is quiet and confident. It's the item you walk away from, but keep thinking about for days. It's the one that doesn't need approval. It just feels right. When you shop from impulse, you end up with a closet full of almost. When you shop from intuition, you build a wardrobe that reflects your real life. The key is slowing down. Pause. Ask, do I feel like me in this, or am I chasing a fantasy? Trust grows when you start honoring your inner signals. And that trust, it expands into everything, not just style. Because when you can trust yourself in getting dressed, you begin to trust yourself everywhere. Your boldest day shoes. Picture the shoes you'd wear if you had to walk into a room where you wanted to feel unstoppable, not because they're trendy, not because they match, but because they anchor you. Maybe they're understated. Maybe they're vintage. What matters is how they connect to a deeper part of your identity. These shoes have stories, from job interviews to first dates to moments that mattered. Or maybe they represent the woman you're becoming, the future version of you. These aren't just accessories. They're power pieces. They reveal how you carry your energy and what you believe about yourself. Thinking about them helps clarify your personal style language. Are you grounded in minimalism, fueled by boldness, lifted by elegance, or rooted in comfort? Your answer reveals what your wardrobe needs to support. Because once you know what your boldest day shoes look like, you know how to dress for the boldest day you. Childhood clues to true style. Some of your clearest style clues live in childhood. Before trends, before approval, before comparison, you dressed for joy, imagination, and feeling. Remember the pirate vest you wore for a week straight? The twirly skirt you wouldn't take off? The boots you paired with everything? That wasn't random, that was instinct. That was early style language. Fast forward, and adult life complicates things. We start dressing for roles, not resonance. But that child version of you knew what felt right. Reconnecting with those memories helps. Maybe you always loved soft fabrics, and still do. Maybe structure made you feel powerful, and it still grounds you. Childhood style isn't silly, it's pure. It's the original version of dressing like yourself. So revisit those early favorites. They may hold the blueprint for your clearest style now. Because your truest self isn't lost. She's layered, and rediscovering her brings clarity and joy to getting dressed. Letting go of the past self just because something once felt like you doesn't mean it still does. Style evolves, and so do we. That edgy leather jacket you wore in your 20s, it might feel too harsh now. The pastel blouse you once loved. Maybe it no longer fits your mood or direction. Letting go of once loved pieces can feel like a breakup. There's nostalgia, guilt, even fear. But holding on to clothes that no longer align blocks space for pieces that do. A great question to ask. If I saw this today, would I buy it? If not, it's okay to release it with gratitude. It served you, it expressed you, then. But now, your closet should support the woman you're becoming, not the one you used to be. Letting go isn't about forgetting. It's about refining. A closet that feels like you isn't packed, it's focused. And every item in it should feel like now. The power of soul pieces. Some clothes don't need a special occasion, they just work. These are your soul pieces. The ones you reach for again and again without thinking. They make you feel polished, comfortable, confident, all at once. Maybe it's the blazer that pulls any outfit together. The jeans that fit like a second skin. The shoes that never let you down. These pieces have passed every test: fit, feel, versatility, and emotional resonance. They don't scream for attention, they simply belong. Pay close attention to these favorites. They are your style compass. When shopping, ask, does this give me the same feeling as my go-to black top? If yes, it's worth adding. If no, keep walking. Because these soul pieces aren't just wardrobe staples. They're identity markers. They remind you of who you are and help you show up that way, consistently. That's real style. Effortless, grounded, and rooted in you. The 4-question filter. B for adding something new to your wardrobe. Pause and ask for simple questions. First, can I style this with at least 3 items I already own? If not, it might not belong. Second, would I wear this tomorrow, or am I shopping for a fantasy version of my life? Be honest. Third, do I feel like myself in this, without needing to tweak or justify anything? And fourth, if this disappeared tomorrow, would I miss it? These questions slow the emotional rush and sharpen intuition. They help separate a moment of excitement from a moment of alignment. Shopping becomes less chaotic and more intentional. You stop chasing and start curating. This isn't about being rigid, it's about being real. Because every new item should feel like a conversation with your existing wardrobe. If it doesn't speak the same language, let it go. The goal: a closet that mirrors your truth, not your impulses. Not all basics are basic. You can own 5 white t-shirts and still only wear one. Why? Because even basics have personalities, and not all align with yours. The tee you reach for is likely the one with the right neckline, fabric, and fit. It makes you feel polished, not plain. The others? Too stiff, too sheer, too boxy. Those little differences matter. When curating a wardrobe that reflects you, it's worth asking, why does this basic work? Is it the softness, the silhouette, the weight of the fabric? Your version of a basic might not be white at all. It could be navy, camel, or striped. The right basics don't disappear. They enhance. They support your style silently, every single time. And when they do, they become anchors, not fillers. Let go of anything labeled basic that doesn't feel essential. Because in a personal wardrobe, even the quietest pieces should speak with clarity and intention. Dressing into, not up. Style isn't about dressing up, it's about dressing into who you are, how you feel, what you value. When we treat clothes like costumes, we perform. We dress for approval, expectation, or image. But when style becomes a conversation, everything shifts. Your clothes begin to reflect your truth. That conversation starts inside, shaped by memories, moods, energy. It shows up in the textures you trust, the colors you crave, the combinations that feel right. Some days you're bold, others, soft. Both are valid. Problems arise when outside noise drowns out your inner voice. That's when outfits feel forced. So ask, what am I trying to say in this? More importantly, is it something I mean? When style becomes honest, you feel seen without saying a word. That's not fashion, that's connection. And that's when dressing becomes more than daily routine, it becomes a daily act of self-trust and expression. That's so you. The compliment that matters. There's something powerful about hearing, that's so you. It means your style is speaking clearly enough to be recognized, not just as stylish, but as personal. Not all compliments are equal. Some are surface, you look pretty. But when someone who knows your energy says, that's so you, listen, that's a mirror moment. It reflects alignment between your clothes and your essence. Take note. What were you wearing? What colors? What details? Were they minimal, bold, nostalgic, or unexpected? These are style fingerprints. When others can see you in your outfit, it's a sign you're dressing from identity, not imitation. Track those moments. They reveal your consistency even when your style evolves. They show you what resonates. And most importantly, they affirm that true style doesn't shout, it whispers. It repeats in subtle ways. And over time, it becomes something unmistakable. A visual language only you speak fluently. That's your signature. Edit with intention, not guilt. A closet that feels like you is curated, not crowded. It's filled with pieces that reflect your real life, not fantasy versions of yourself. If your wardrobe overwhelms you, it might be functioning more like a costume department than a personal collection. You don't need 12 personalities hanging on a rack. You need pieces that support your favorite version of you, consistently. Editing doesn't mean minimalism. It means mindfulness. Ask, does this belong in the story I'm living now? If yes, it stays. If not, release it. Not with guilt, but with gratitude. Every piece served its time. Letting go makes room for clarity. When you remove what distracts, you uncover what supports. Your wardrobe should whisper confidence, not demand attention. It should feel like remembering, not reinventing, because the best style isn't the flashiest, it's the most honest. And honesty feels like peace when you open your closet door. The true purpose of personal style in the end. Personal style isn't really about clothes. It's about self-trust. It's about honoring your story, your preferences, your comfort without apology. When an outfit feels like you, everything aligns, body, energy, identity. From that place of alignment, confidence follows naturally. Getting dressed becomes joyful, not stressful. You stop chasing the perfect outfit and start recognizing what already feels right. This isn't about having it all figured out. Your style will keep evolving, but now, you know the signs. The inner yes, the emotional resonance, the difference between impulse and intuition. These are life tools, not just fashion ones. When you get dressed from a place of clarity, you don't just look good, you show up. Fully, intentionally, authentically. So tomorrow, choose the piece that feels like you. Not the trendiest, not the newest, the truest. Because when you dress in alignment, your style becomes your strength. And that's where the magic is.